Time to make yourselves rich, exploiting these adorable morons. I already have 7 bunnies, and this many basic idiots. Each bunny plort is worth $25, so that's a good start. The key, like anything, is to get rich and just be able to buy everything you need. So I need lots of rabbits, lots of food, and lots of farms. Because we need more food, let's have another garden. The more we can feed these idiots, the more money we're gonna make. And they haven't produced me anything in a while, but I also haven't fed them in a while. Also, I hope you guys like more friends. I don't know how many we can fit in there, and I don't really care. But if I sleep overnight, look at all the plorts. We're gonna be rich. Plus, sleeping also makes the carrots grow quicker. So I think I found my strategy. I can just wake up every morning, collect the plorts, refeed the idiots, go to sleep again, and keep doing that until I have more money than I know what to do with. Already, I have $700. And I went for a wander to find more food, and I found my first treasure pod. Also, let's give ourselves one more garden. Then pretty much burn the entire day, sleeping until 6 AM, which is an ungodly hour to wake up. Then collect and feed the idiots before they all hop out of their cage. Too late, but if I put the food in there, they might hop back in. They're not that dumb. And to prevent this from happening again, I'm gonna buy some high walls for these ones. And this is just making the cage better for better future slimes anyway. I'll eventually incinerate these for something more valuable. I've saved up enough money that I'm also gonna buy a plort collector for both of my idiots tanks. That way I don't have to do the vacuuming anymore. Okay, I'm also gonna need different kinds of plorts for different upgrades. For the most part, I can use the bunny plorts and the pink plorts for upgrades. Alright, I've got $1,000 in the bank already. I'm going to put an air net on these idiots. I'm really tired of them getting out. And since we've already effectively ruined the economy, I could probably give up a few plorts to go into making things better. Like, now we have 150 health. And same with the bunny plorts. And that combined with some money gives me 150 energy, so now we can go find more valuable slimes. I found tappy slimes, but more interestingly, I found the map thing, so now we can see rainbow fields. Believe it or not, this beautiful moron is probably the key to unlocking newer stuff. I made him burst rather quickly, so now he's given me, I don't know what. Whatever this is. Okay, that breaks open for more carrots. And I did also find a treasure pod hiding at the top, so hopefully there's something good way up here. It's a rock. I got a rock. I've also added enough things into here so I can get a better vacuum. In my wanderings, I found another one of these. They eat carrots, and luckily I have a lot of carrots. And I found my first lucky slime already. I don't think I can do anything with these ones here, except feed it carrots. Oh, lucky slimes eat meat. I didn't happen to have any meat on me, and I can't suck them up because I don't have any mods, obviously. Also found the map thing for this area, so there you go. Okay, made this big boy burst as well, and there's actually a cave underneath it, so that's interesting. Which leads us to whatever this thing is, which is a glowing ball that clearly does something. I think it unlocked a whole new continent, so I'm pretty happy about that. We're not rich yet. Alright, so going through here takes us to apparently Starlight Strand, which is down here on the map, so I've got lots to explore and hopefully very expensive slimes to find. The first thing I spotted was this treasure pod up here because I'm climbing on things like a toddler, and then I found kind of a path backwards. And clearly we're finding some new slimes. There's an angler rock largo. And there's some regular angler slimes. They eat meat, but we're going to take some of them because I'm pretty sure their plorts are going to be valuable. And finally, here's one of the rock slimes. I've been looking for these for a while because I know I need some of them, I think for a jetpack, but also they're valuable plorts. I've also found a material called silky sand that I can just go ahead and hoover up, so that's probably also going to be pretty helpful for something. I also found some honey slimes way over here, which are probably better than angler slimes for now. At least I'm going to assume they are, because they eat fruit, which is a lot easier to produce. I've also kind of forgot phosphor slimes are a thing, so I'm going to spit out some sea hens, and we're going to take phosphor because I know I need those as well. So after making my way all the way back, honey plorts are going to be worth 31, and rock plorts are worth 25, so those are both an upgrade. So for the jetpack, we need 1 radiant ore and phosphor plorts, which we don't have, but we can work on some of this stuff. So it's time for a little upgrade. These guys eat fruit, so they can have a few of those. Not really sure what to do with the pink slimes at this point, so they're going over there. And I'm just going to make a new cage for my singular rock slime. He'll be pretty content in here with his mountain of food. I found enough tabby plorts out there to upgrade my tank, so now I can hold 30 units, which is actually going to make a huge difference to my productivity. I seem to have found the area where there's lots of rock slimes spawning and also heartbeats, so I'm going to gather a lot of them because I can make a lot of money off these. And I definitely want whatever's behind him because that's a cave. He just needs some meat. Also realized there's wild honey sitting above me, and that's going to be useful for crafting. I also didn't really realize before that you can actually just break these resources. I remember now getting the upgrade for it. I didn't really understand them in these, so that's actually really important. This would be so much easier if I wasn't so stupid. Anyways, back at home, I'm now going to be growing heartbeats and feeding lots of those to these guys because they'll give me lots of rock plorts, which are really valuable. I'm also going to add more of these guys. And because they're annoying, I'm making their corral a lot higher and putting an air net above them. But because they're eating their favorite heartbeats, they'll give me 2 plorts each, so means we're going to be absolutely loaded. Because every rock plort is currently worth 29. So at this point, I feel like I can really just sleep through days because I've got a fully upgraded heartbeat plot. So I just wake up every day and give these guys the heartbeats, collect a whole bunch of money, and then I can upgrade everything else. These guys alone are giving me probably almost 30 rock plorts every day. So I'm going to reward them with an auto feeder. I just need to remember to actually use that. And then while I'm just farming through the days here, I'm going to be farming meat with these guys. That way I can take them to that big idiot and feed him full. Okay, it's day 16. I've made about $3,200. I'm going to go back out into the world because it's time for some upgraded slimes. I have the capacity for even better ones. So right away out in the big scary world, I found a rooster that's going to help the chickens do their thing. But I also found some deep brine right away along with some of the jelly stuff, which is going to be good for making a home portal, which I very much need, and also a refinery link. I want both of those very badly. I've also found another one of these buttons back in sort of the beginning area. So that's doing something up there, which is great. So I guess it's probably important to see where that goes. According to the map, we're now on Ember Valley, which should have different slimes again. Plus, I'm finding some of the good resources over here. I need lots of radiant ores. I also finally just found the map for this other new area we found. Well, at least for this part of it, so that's going to help me navigate just a little. And I finally fed this big guy enough to get through him, so we're going to find out what's in the Cave of Wonders and never ever collect chickens again. There is some new kind of resource for sure. Strange diamond, that sounds perfectly fine to me. And what appears to be for now a dead end. I don't really know how I got here, but I found some puddle slime, so I'm maybe going to take those with me because I think those are also going to be valuable. And I've been gone so long, all of my slimes have probably long since died of starvation, but I'm back. Wow, we have a lot of chickens now. So let's try making a pond and see if this is going to work. You guys go play in there. And apparently you just eat water, so let's maybe move the carrots so we don't get some idiots in here. And since I was gone on my adventure, the rock slimes have given me 100 rock plorts, so that's going to be worth a few bucks. And it does seem like the water slimes are happily eating water plorts, so I'm content with that. All they need to do is swim around and be stupid, and I make money. Water plorts are also quite valuable. Those are growing up alarmingly quick. I don't know what to do with those now. We finally have enough for the jetpack and an extra tank, which is also hugely important. And also 1 teleporter. I'm not sure what cost so much money, but something there really did, so we're going to go through a few days here just to recoup some of that money. It shouldn't take long. Even today, even at $8 per plort, we're back up to $3,000. I also have the option to buy the gully, which is an expansion of my home. I don't know what it has, but $1,800 seems cheap at this point, so it mostly just seems to be more space for me to grow and farm slimes in. And that's perfectly fine to me. I gotta remember that I do now have a jetpack so I can explore more. I think I'm gonna try putting a teleporter right there, that when I want to come home it's a little bit quicker. So using this jetpack now, I'm pretty sure I can get across gaps like this. And I really hope Big Boy up there really likes chickens, because that's what I brought a lot of, because that's what I had a lot of. Nectar? As in bee nectar? I'm confused by many things, most especially where to find nectar. Might be a type of slime. Oh, that's nectar. I hear a lucky slime who eats meat. There you go, have some meat. We have lots of meat for you. Also, I don't know what these flutter slimes are. These are new. And 1 more. Nope. Okay, I'll take you guys. Flutter slimes, probably pretty valuable, so we'll reveal the map and then we'll see what we can do with these. And I've just kind of accidentally jumped into a cave, but we do have some stuff in here. I also found a ringtail gordo. He does happen to like meat, which is good because I brought a lot of chickens with me. He eats pretty much everything. That's basically a me slime. There are some tars around cleaning up the area for me, so that's kind of nice. I managed to pop this one that eats everything, which gave us probably a portal to somewhere new, and something called a ringtail slime, which seemed to eat everything, so yeah, I'll take a whole bunch of these. And going through that has brought me to here, which is actually close to home. I didn't realize there was a teleporter here. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to keep any of these flutter slimes, at least not for very long, because I don't know how to produce the nectar we need. I have some nectar on me so they can eat that for now, but I can't keep them because I don't know how to produce that stuff. Or I can keep them for now and they'll starve. I guess that works too. And the ringtail slimes are going to go in here for now. I'm also going to give them an auto feeder. What is this? They might turn into statues in the sun. I just realized. Yep, okay, I installed the solar shield, they're back to normal. Now the flutter slimes are actually one of the more valuable ones, that's worth $33 each. But I'm gonna go put these into storage because they're gonna be hard to get more of. I'm also gonna increase the speed of this plot here, that way it produces these things quicker because these guys over here are gonna eat lots of fruit and probably also chickens because I have lots of chickens. They can eat everything, so they're going to eat everything. They're also gonna get an air net and an auto feeder for when I have a surplus of crap to give them. But we're making pretty good money so far, but now that we have access to rare slimes, we really should be collecting more of them for easy money. And I'm also producing ringtail plorts, which is actually worth 47 each, so those are really, really valuable. I'm back over $5,000 again. I need to go find more rare, valuable slimes. I've also been wondering for a while what's behind these doors, and I think we can find out what's behind one of them. A cave. And a gold slime. He disappeared already. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with gold slimes in this. Alright, so while I was out, I definitely added to my collection. I got 2 more puddle slimes and 15 hunter slimes. And they're like chickens, so we're going to give them lots of chickens. They like roosters the best, but I only have so many of those around. And now I have a nice combination of different slimes that are all pretty valuable. So I'm maybe just going to skip through a little bit of time and save up some money. Especially considering that hunter plorts are apparently worth 62, which is more than anything aside from gold. As of this morning, I kind of have a new plan. Because these guys are producing lots of rock plorts, but it's also very time consuming to produce for them, and rock plorts aren't hugely valuable to me anymore. So we're going to go ahead and remove these. Guys, it's been fun, you've made me a lot of money, but now you die. Because I think since I have so many hunter slimes anyway, I can actually kind of divide these in half. Because if we're feeding them at max capacity anyway, I'm pretty sure this is going to be more efficient. We just definitely need to not feed them those. I'm going to make a new coop right here, just to be sure that we're producing chickens at a rapid rate. And maybe also here too for what it's worth. We have the money to do this now. We can do pretty much whatever we want at this stage. The water slimes take care of themselves mostly. They seem unhappy lately. I don't really know why. It might be because they're near those things. But I basically have 4 separate corrals of very valuable slime. So as long as I'm feeding them efficiently, we're going to be making money. And this is what 2 days of chicken production looks like. So we're definitely going to have lots and lots of chickens. We can even throw a few, well, roosters and stuff in there as well. But they're going to make me a lot of money, especially if we can go several days at a time, then top everything up. So after 3 days, there's still some chickens left in the feeders, which means I've been making some money in the meantime. My one storage is actually full. There's 100 plorts in there and there's some sitting on the ground. So it took me till day 40 to realize this, and I am really stupid. I've said that before, but I didn't make any of my slimes into largos. And I don't really know why I didn't. I was just so busy doing everything else. It doesn't matter. We're still pretty rich regardless of that. But I am a little curious if we could have combined the ringtails and the hunters. Does that work? It does. Okay. And then that means they eat everything. So we're going to change these guys into largos, at least for now, and good enough. I mean, no one's going to be that surprised I missed something so obvious. I was too busy doing literally nothing useful. I don't know if that cage is going to hold them super well. Okay, so maybe that's why I didn't do largos. Some of them are going to get away. Some of them are going to cause an issue. This will sort itself out. They'll turn into stone. I'm basically just going to keep selling stuff for money. Whatever. And these big guys over here, they seem a little bit calmer once they're fed. Obviously, they're hopping out everywhere and turning to stone, but I get free decoration, so what do I care? I just realized how bad the state of my farm is. There's chickens everywhere. That's probably what's enticing these guys to jump out so often, but I'm just gonna let this run itself. I'm gonna go find new slimes. Oh look, another gold slime that I can't do anything with. I did, however, find the map piece for this area. So now I can see what I've just walked through already. Up here is kind of interesting. So it turns out that's like a thing inside the mountain, because I'm definitely on top of that part of the map and it's down below. Like way down below, but there's got to be something fun down there somewhere. In fact, I quite think there is, because those look like bats. Batty plort. Okay, we need batty plorts for things, but I also want some bats because that sounds like fun. Well, at least I know I'm getting close to my house again when I see the chickens everywhere. I legitimately didn't mean to do this. I just wanted to have lots of chickens. I didn't want to have this many. But on the bright side, we got batty plorts, which are fairly valuable. We just got to figure out a home for them. Well, you know, we already have plenty of chickens, so we can probably just go ahead and take this corral back. I mean, what else would I waste $25,000 on? Yeah, I'm also going to give them a music box, an air net because they fly, and a solar shield because they're bats, plort collector, and an auto feeder, which costs about $3,000 in total, but now I have bats. Bats who eat fruit, hopefully before the chickens get to it. But there's only 4 bats, so that's not going to be that hard to keep fed. The water slimes are producing water plorts again, so maybe we should try a water bat. I don't think you can do water largos, but we could try these ones. That works! We're going to turn you into largos of ringtail. They're ringtail bats, which is great because now they can eat absolutely anything. And I have lots of everything to feed them, so they're going to live a long, happy existence there, producing me lots of money. But I'm kind of curious to see what happens if I let these chickens go for a few more days. Do they keep spreading? I started on day 44. Let's go to, say, day 50 to see what happens to the chicken empire. So the chickens, yep, they just keep spreading and spreading and spreading. That was only like 6 days, though. What happens if we go to day 100? The days are definitely getting longer and longer. I suspect there's going to be a lot of chickens. And just sort of a lot of chaos in general. They've made it up to the upper step. I'm surprised the game let me do this, though. I thought it would crash long before now. There's just so many chickens. It is not at all easy to play like this. It's going to take a while to clean up, but I regret nothing. Kind of wish I actually had a use for the chickens now. Maybe someone in the comments wants to help me out with that.